All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders, great millstone, who teach very well what I learned this truth from, and salutation out there to the hopeful elect, who continue to push this word in our true faith and sincerity, and also shalom to the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And on today, just basically getting on the UFOs out here, man. Basically the vehicles of our salvation, but they're also going to be the vehicles of Esau destruction, man. Because, hey, for the lack of better words, when you look at these different movies, Independence Day, I forgot, there's one called The Martians. Martians, Mars from Martians, that's one. It's plenty of them, man. When chariots come down, when Mars attack, that's what it's called. The Water Yahweh Shai. That's what it's called when Mars attack. Once you see one of these different movies, the first thing they come out with UFOs is what? It's a threat, you know? The UFOs come down, shooting laser beams on water worlds. Shooting laser beams, attacking people, hitting things. And why would you expect that, man? Because you know the prophecies, man. You know why the UFOs are here. Because one thing, if it was all fun and games, if it was all peace, or if it caught you by surprise, hey, why your first thing is to think it as a threat, man? Because these devils actually see the UFOs up there doing tricks, man. For the lack of better words, man. Coming as small as a needle and expanding, wide as a damn state, man. Because the UFOs, the heavenly vehicles that Yahweh Shai have, is not of this realm. And these devils know that. So instead of these devils submitting and saying, you got it, no, these devils are actually is going to try to fight against Yahweh Shai, man. How crazy can you be, man? So let's go ahead and get this article real quick before I get the scriptures. It says UFOs are a threat to national security. The possibility of laser plasma technology mounted to a jet. So why are you worried about the laser plasma technology? How do you know they even got that, man? Unless you've seen it through a telescope, you've seen it do it in the heavens, man. Because a lot of these satellites that these devils got, man, the chariots probably fucking with them, man. But just going back, it says they're a threat to national security. They're actually a threat to Esau kingdom, man. They know when the chariots come. They know what it's coming for. Real quick, let's get the precept. This is Zechariah 5:1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. Now right here is a parable, man. Because back then, they couldn't say UFO or unidentified flying object. The only thing they can do is compare it to something, man. So it says he beheld and looked a flying roll. Now this UFO right here, don't it look like a roll from Logan's Roadhouse or something like that? Let's continuing on. It says, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof are 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. Yes, man. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off on that side according to it. So the UFOs, the chariots, the vehicles of our salvation, guess what? Everyone that stealeth, guess what? You're going to be cut off, man. And everyone that swears. Now, who is the biggest thief upon the planet Earth? Esau, Edom, St. John 10. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. Ever since this devil have been in rulership, or ever since this devil have been in power, have nothing but death and destruction have been running rapid throughout the planet Earth, man. Let's continue on. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts. And once you go into the word Lord of hosts, it actually means Lord of armies, man. Because when Yahweh shall come, he's not coming to play with these devils, man. That's why it says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, for what is it in unto you, man? Because you think the day of the Lord is going to be hugs and kisses, but no, it's going to be straight judgment, man. We just pray to Yahweh Shai. We be judged in righteousness, man. And we pray that we be judged and basically, for the lack of better words, receive mercy from that judgment, man. Let's get this real quick. This is the book of Revelations 19, and I'm going to start at verse Revelation 19, In verse 11, it says, and I saw heaven open. Why did the scripture say I saw heaven open? Because the vehicles that is going to come is actually going to be vehicles from above, man. Read this again. It says, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. Now, who is that? Yahweh Shai. Continuing on. And in righteousness doth he judge and make war. So when Yahweh Shai come, the Lord of hosts come, you know, when Yahweh Shai come, guess what? He's going to judge and make war in righteousness, man. Because this devil, he make war in wickedness. He'll, you know, for lack of better words, Esau, he'll bomb you to hell and back because he got some that he want from you, man. You know, you got an item that he want and you won't give it to him, so he's just going to try to kill you, man. But Yahweh Shai is going to be a reason why he's waging war against this devil, man. Because this devil have been a cancer to everything living, man. From animals, from cats, dogs, even from simple plants, man. They've been suffering under the hands of Esau. So let's go back to this Zechariah 5 and 4. And I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of a thief. In America, it is not a land that was brought off with natural resources, that was brought off with gold and silver. No, America was a land stolen from the Native Americans, man, our brothers, man, the Gadites, the Reubenites, man. Continuing on. It says, and into the house of him that swear falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. So yes, Yahweh Shai said he's going to consume this current kingdom, man. And how he's going to consume them with fire and destruction, man. Let's get something real quick in Isaiah, the 63rd chapter. Because these devils know the prophecies. That's why it's different articles coming out, man. Because if it was on UFOs, why you first thought, hey, put me onto that technology. Can you teach us, find a way to communicate? Can you teach us how to do that? If you was doing right, that's to be your question. Instead of shoot them down. It's a national threat. Let's go ahead and get this in Isaiah. This is the book of Isaiah 63 and verse 1. Who is this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Bosra? Yes, man. That's Yahweh Shai. This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. Why it says traveling in the greatness of his strength? Because he's going to be traveling in a UFO. He's going to be traveling in a glorious vehicle, man, to wage war upon this current kingdom. You know? It says, I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. And it's beautiful because, yeah, the Lord, he's going to bring destruction, but also he's going to bring salvation, man. Continuing on. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? Basically meaning how much blood the Lord is going to shed. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me, for I tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury. Because why? Yahweh Shai, he's going to be angry when he returns, man. You have to realize, before Yahweh Shai left this earth, he didn't left this earth with the hugs and kisses. No, he was beaten, smitten, spit on, got nailed upon the cross. And you don't think Yahweh Shai mad from that? It says, for I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my heart. Yes, man. And what's that day of vengeance? The day of the Lord, man. When these devils are actually just going to try to fight against Yahweh Shai, but also when the Lord coming to save us, man. Because a part of the Lord putting vengeance upon Esau is taking us from out of his hands. Because you go back into Pharaoh in Egypt, where he said, let my people go. But the reason why Pharaoh didn't let them go, because Israel was a key part to their kingdom, man. For the lack of better words, man. You have slaves, you have basically the ultimate resources, man. If you have 1,000 people and you own them, basically you own everything they got. And these devils are going to try to be in the same mindset, because these devils, they're not going to let us go. It's not like Esau going to give us some form of reparations. No, we don't want that, man. We want to be over these devils. We want to rule over these devils with a rod of iron. Continuing on. It says, for the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem is come. And Lord willing, that year is coming up soon, man. But like it says, through much tribulation, we shall enter to the kingdom of heaven. Let's go right here to the book of Isaiah 65, jump it down. Isaiah 65. No, it's like Isaiah 66 and verse 15. And it reads, for behold, the Lord will come with fire, and his chariots like a whirlwind. And those chariots, again, whether you believe it or not, are UFOs, man. And it's going to be a glorious vehicle, man. Something that you never seen before. You know, it's going to be moving in different type of ways. You know, for lack of better words, it's going to be colors you never seen before. It's going to be glorious vehicles, man. And one thing about these devils, one thing that condemn these devils is that, guess what? They see it. You go into NASA and these different telescopes, they see the marvelous works of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. They see the things that's going on into the heavens. But instead of them, hearkening unto it or, cleaving and saying, yeah, you got it, y'all want. No, man. These devils are in a pride mindset and going to try to fight against them, man. Read this again. Why are they going to try to fight against them? Because they read the prophecies, man. They know the chariots is not coming to help them out. They know the chariots is actually coming to destroy them, man, for their wicked deeds and their wicked acts. Read this again. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebukes with flame of fire. Yes, man. So when the chariots come down, they're going to be shooting laser beams, hitting different people, and people turning people to dust and smell of smoke. Hey, when the Lord comes, he's coming to get down, man. And these devils know it. Let's get one more precept before I go back into this article, man. Let's go to Revelation 12, because again, with these devils, how these devils know what's going on and why these devils is taking this form of action, because why? They know what's going on in the prophecies, man. They know what the prophecies entail, man. And the prophecies entail nothing good for the nation of Edom, man. This Revelation 12, drop it down to verse 7. It says, and there was a war in heaven. Now, right there, what these devils want you to think, that war in heaven is actually a place when Saint Lucifer and the Most High, they got into it. There was a beef. And Lord, the Heavenly Father gave Satan an eviction notice and said, yeah, you go down there, move to the projects of hell, like hell got the projects, man. It didn't happen like that, man. That war in heaven is actually talking about in the future. That's why it's written in Revelations. Because if there was a true war in heaven, why it wasn't written in the book of Genesis, man? Why it wasn't written in the beginning? Why is this war in heaven written in Revelations, man? If Lucifer fell from heaven and, him and a band of angels. No, this is talking about Esau and his, fighter jets, for the lack of better words. Them B-2s and things that he didn't even bring out yet, man. Because he's trying to get the technology to try to fight against the Lord. But like the Lord said, I am from above, he is from beneath, man. Because the Lord is going to come with heavenly vehicles to hurt this carnal man. Let's get this. Again, Revelation 12 and 7. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought in his angels. Now, who is that dragon and his angels? Though that dragon and his angels is actually talking about Esau and his fighter jets, man. Because that's what Esau actually called certain jets that he have. He called them angels, man. Continuing on, it says, and prevail not. So you're not going to win, Esau. You're not going to get the victory over Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Continuing on, it says, and prevail not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. Which meaning what, man? Once the UFO come and the chariots come, and the missiles hit, for the lack of better words, man, it's not going to be no Esau coming back, man. You're going to get put out that position, man, and cast to the bottom, while we're going to be put in that position and cast up to the top, man. Continuing on, it says, in the great dragon was cast out, the old serpent, the same guy that was in the book of Genesis. It says, called the devil and Satan. Once you go into the word devil, it means deceiver. That word Satan actually means adversary, man. Because this devil have deceived you to believe that he's all good and that his laws is the laws of the universe. And, for the lack of better words, man. Read this again. It says, and the dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, who deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels was cast out with him. Guess what, man? You're going to be destroyed, and everybody that's going to be fighting with you is going to be destroyed too, man. Because it's not no reason why these devils actually made sixth branch of the military, man, which is the Space Force. And like how every branch of the military have a theme song, the theme song of the Space Force is called the Invincible Eagle. Now, once you go into the word eagle, it actually means a bird that's fly high with keen eyesight. And it actually saying they're invincible, basically meaning they saying that they can't be stopped. But you can be stopped by who? Yahweh Shah. Let's get this in Revelation 13 real quick. And I'm going to jump back to that article, but let's get this in Revelation 13. This Revelation 13, and I'm going to start at verse. Let me see. Please bear with me. Yep. Revelation 13 and verse 4. It says, and they worship the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, and they worship the beast, saying. Now, when you go into the dragon and the beast and all that, it's basically NATO in the EU. Once you go into NATO, it's the military side, and you go into the EU, the European Union, is actually the money side of it, man. Because this how these devils rule and make wars. They say all wars are banker wars. And war actually start with money. We say the best time to buy is when blood's in the streets. This is how these devils actually came up, by making war, killing people, doing certain false flags and certain proxy wars and things like that. But it's getting to a point when the outside source is going to come and take this devil down, man. Because again, yes, on this carnal and fleshly realm, yes, man, this guy, he's basically undefeated. You can't mess with Esau. He was blessed with the sword. The only person who can beat him is the one who gave it unto him, man. Like your father say, like your father say, I put you in this world and I can take you out. Hey, that's what Yahweh Shah doing to Esau, man. He gave him that blessing. He put him in that seat of rulership, but he's going to be that same power to take him out. Again, Revelation 13 and 4, and they worship the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, and they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him. So who is able to make war with this guy Esau? So I can let this pass down. So it says, read this again. It says, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make a war with him. So who is able to fight against this devil, man? And we have the answer to it, because right there is a question mark. The answer to that is who? Yahweh Shai, man. Going back into that Revelation 19 chapter. When he come, he's going to come and make war in righteousness, man. Let's go back to that article, man. Because again, you can see these devils are setting things up. It says UFOs are a threat to national security. The possibility of laser plasma technology mounted to a jet, and they have that, man. They try to mimic the heavens, man. Because they see the chariots do this and do that. Hey, they put the scientists in the lab and try to do that, man. Continuing on, last week, the House Intelligence Subcommittee on Counterterrorism, Counterintelligence, and Counter-Pro-Lifer. It's like I ain't gonna even hurt myself. Pro-Lifertation held a hearing on UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena. Yes, because it's like let's look up that word phenomena real quick, man. Because how the chariots move is nothing like this earth, man. Phenomena to occurrence to marvel. Let's go. Let's see some of the similar words. Let me see. Salakia. Let's go right here. It says a remarkable person, thing, or event. It says a fact or situation that is observed to exist or happen, especially one whose cause or explanation is in question. Because how the chariots move, you can't even it basically beats the laws of physics, for the lack of better words, man. Let's see. That's about it. But phenomena. Let's go to the some of the similar words. It says event, experience. All right, here it says marvel, sensation, wonder, prodigy, miracle. Miracle, man. Because hey, it's gonna be, that's, for lack of better words, that's gonna be the miracle that we're hoping for, man. Because that miracle, those cherries, is actually gonna be the vehicles of our salvation. Let's continue on. It says, more commonly known as UFOs, the hearing, which was the first of its kind in decades. What they mean in decades? Last time they probably did was with Ronald Reagan, man. You know, because he's the one that kicked it off, man. What's the other guy, Truman? If I'm not mistaken, or if that's not Truman, either Eisenhower, the president, which he was a military guy, you know. But guys like that, hey, and that's the spirit. I think when he was president, I think Eisenhower. I think when he was president, those UFOs came over the White House for a period of time, and this guy was spooked, man. It happened to them one time, so you know, after they started saying, yeah, just in case they come back and they try to, what we gonna do? Let's continue on. Let's jump down, yeah, right here. It's the spirit right here. It says, right here, it says, the hearing was the first of its kind in the decades, which comes 2 years after the Office of Naval Intelligence established the new unidentified aerial phenomena task force, and nearly a year after the Office of the Director of National Intelligence published a preliminary assessment that examined 144 events from 2004 to 2021. And that's the spirit. Why it's going to be 144 events, man? Because that's the spirit, man. Because the chariots is actually coming to save the 144 and the 1/3. Lord willing, we hoping to be a part of that number, man. And that's why we're edging the destruction, man. This is why we're hastening the day when Yahweh shall come and mess this place up, man. Because again, the closer the Lord come, the crazier the things is going to be, and that's going to be the closer to our salvation, man. You know? It says concluding UAP could possibly threaten national security. Why, man? Because these devils, they have different satellites and things in the heavens. Hey, man, it's not no coincidence why they say, yeah, certain satellites, they ran into each other, you know? And then now they just shooting missiles up in the sky trying to shoot certain satellites. Why is you doing all those things, man? No, man, we're through the spirit. I believe these devils are getting hit by the chariots, man. You know? And I think these devils actually see the chariots coming up, man. They see Yahweh Shai coming. Hey, it was a point, I remember Elder Apostle Ramloud had did that video when they was, you know, it was the NASA screen and something came out, got across the screen, and they cut the feed, man. Because they got scared, they got spooked, man. You know, that for lack of better words, it's like you seeing your op coming down the blockway, man. Let's continue on though. It says, of 18 incidents described in 21 reports, the ODNI observers reported unusual UAP movement patterns of flight characteristics. Why? Because they beat the law of physics, man. Continuing on, including the ability to maneuver abruptly or move at considerable speeds. Hey, because why, man? One thing about the heavens, man, it don't, the fleshly realm, you know, it's not no bound on it, man, because the law of physics is something that's corn that's in the flesh, man. You can go up, down, left, and right, you know. And before you turn right, you got to slow down. No, man, the chariots, they can stop on the dime, man. They can come up, jump down, you know, go big, go small. That's why it says what it says. It says, including the ability to maneuver abruptly or move at considerable speeds, faster than the speed of light, without discernible means of proportion. There were also 11 reported near misses with U.S. aircraft. So guess what? So the chariots are actually shooting at these different, you know, chariots, these different B-2s that's going Mach 12 and things like Mach 9 or whatever, man. The chariots actually coming down and fucking with them, man. Because why? Going back to that Zechariah the 5th chapter, it's going to enter into the house of the thief. Let's go right here, continuing on. Let me see. Yep. Go right here. During last week, hearing, top Pentagon intelligence official Ronald Moultrie And Deputy Director of Naval Intelligence Scott W. Bray said the number of events examined had increased to 144 to 400. That's the spirit, that's mercy, man, because that's what we're wishing when the chariots come, man. Because while we know why Esau is going to get destruction, man, we praying that we receive mercy in that day, man. Continuing on. And Rep. Andre Carson echoed ODNI's concern that UAPs were a potential national security threat to the U.S. and need to be threatened. It needs to be treated that way. Yes, man, because while they know that the chariots are actually coming to destroy them, man. Again, the Lord, he's coming in righteousness to make war with the wicked. So yeah, I can just a quick little video. I pray it was edifying. I want to say, call Allah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shab, Bahashim Rachakodash, Shalom, Ditsei, in the Bible.